Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to round 4 of the Serpents Open January qualifier number 1 of the Winter Circuit. We are, as I mentioned, in round 4. Spiff is joining me. Spiff, would you like to introduce our first player?
We're going to start up here on the north side, spawning in as the white UEF commander in this UEF mirror match. We have Polarbearz. Polar has gone for a very quick air factory to start up here on Weddell Isles. And Nite, what's going on the other side of the map?
On the other side, going full out Navy, is our orange UEF commander with the name of JayWix. All right,
and this is JayWix's pick for the map.
Yeah.
So clearly he wanted some Navy fight.
So what are your thoughts here?
This is another map that we don't see very often in competitive 1v1. It's huge in the center, and it's all water, which means that really your only choices are Navy and air. Clearly Polar has elected to go air to have, that quicker map control. But that's potentially also going to leave him vulnerable once that Navy rocks up to his front door and gets around behind his base.
Yeah, and so Polarbearz is scouting with his wasp, so he sees all the things. He sees the double factory. It looks like Polarbearz just grabbing an automatic, research station. And if I have to guess here, there's going to be a quick transition into gunships, if not AC-1Ks.
Yeah, just bombers for now. I think he really needs a sonar. But, I mean, it's going to get sniped super easy, but still, otherwise, how is he going to... Well, I mean, maybe these submarines, I guess, are going to have to surface in order to actually shoot stuff, so he's at least got a shot to take them out.
Yeah, I don't know why he's going submarines, to be completely honest. He's expecting his opponent to be going subs. That's a big assumption there, JayWix. Your subs aren't going to get a whole lot done, I think. Actually, Polarbearz, I don't even know why Polar is building up there. I guess he hasn't seen the subs yet? Oh, because, well, yeah, like you said, there's no detection on them. Right? He can't see it right now, right?
I mean, I can't remember if... I think the planes have some sonar. Like a small ring of sonar, so he probably sees them, but he can't do anything to them as long as they're under the water until he gets torpedo bombers. Or until they surface.
Yeah. JayWix, I don't know about the strategy. I'll be honest. Now there's destroyers, cruisers coming out. But yeah, still no gunships. There's bombers, but bombers actually do fairly well against submarines, I feel like.
Less so against cruisers, but still you need a lot of cruisers to fend off.
He needs to
air.
He needs to submerge that sub, please. Oh, nicely done. But ground fire. Let's see if Polarbearz ground fires. He does. He doesn't ground fire, so that's good. Nicely done.
Nice
JayWix.
bit of early damage, yeah.
Yeah, two mass extractors. It's gonna get rebuilt. No, he's gonna just reclaim it. Ground fire. Yep. JayWix, you gotta keep moving him. It's gonna ground fire that. Those destroyers. God damn it! I did it again. Cruisers, Nite. Cruisers. And the planes are called wasps, not Weddell or Geminis, or literally anything. They are wasps. Oh, lordy. Yeah, and now there's a lot of bombers from Polar that can probably contest even these destroyers that are coming. A lot of air. So yeah, there's going to be a full transition to gunships, I imagine. Or, I don't know, I guess bombers? I don't know. I would prefer gunships, to be completely honest.
I'm guessing we're going to see torpedo bombers into AC-1Ks. We do see a lot of energy generators going up, so that tells me he's more likely going towards an experimental.
And JayWix is bringing his ACU up. Which, I mean, torpedoes. Oh, okay, so I think the idea here from Polar is maybe get torpedoes, like you said, and if JayWix does go underwater, he just, you know, wins? I don't know.
Well, if JayWix keeps his ACU near his ships, then...
Oh, he could heal it, you're right. Yeah, that's true. But there's a critical mass here approaching of these bombers. Man, the range on that anti-air is not very good. It is a lot of bombers. And there's like 5 air factories right now. JayWix is not really following up this expand with anything. I'm sure he's floating a lot of mass.
He just plopped down another sea factory towards the middle.
Okay, well that's not bad. I guess if he tries to take the center with a couple of shields, maybe that's actually what he needs.
And that'll help keep his ACU safe as well.
I forget, you can't build as a UEF, you can't build anti-air towers on water, right? That's just a Aeon ability, right?
I think you're correct.
Man, that radar generator is so dead. Just so dead.
Yeah, overkilled for sure.
Overdeaded. Well, a lucky ground fire could end the game. Oh, he's scouting for the ACU. He doesn't know. Is there no radar? Oh, well, now there's no radar, but the radar before probably could have picked off this structure being built. JayWix needs to start doing damage to the main base, though.
Yeah, I mean, all of that TML fire from the cruisers could probably pick off a lot of those factories and mass extractors.
Do you know the standard health on naval units?
Absolutely not.
Nice split fire from Polar. Yeah, these are gonna go down so quickly. Oh, you can build. You can build it on water.
Ah, there you go. Question answered definitively. You heard it here wrong at first, but eventually we got it.
You heard it here? I love it. Wait. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Owen Wilson over here.
We heard it and we seeded. I'm sorry, Spiff. I love you.
That's a lot of mass on the sea floor to suck up.
Yeah. It's not like I made mistakes, right?
Never.
Never, ever. Not even in this game. Calling cruisers destroyers twice. Okay, JayWix, come on, buddy. You can split fire a little better.
Yeah, Polar's in trouble here though.
Yeah, that's why I think gunships would ultimately be better here. If he had that many gunships, they would just roll over, I think.
Yeah, and then you could still mix in some bombers to deal with the remaining... Well, I guess there's only one sub left.
Yeah, but I think the subs are high enough for the gunships to be able to target, ground fire them. I think. I don't know. Again, you have to ask Alpha Hex. He's the master. He's the resident ground fire expert.
Yeah, Alpha Hex not playing today, is he?
Yeah. What's up with that, Alpha Hex? I'm sure you're watching. Only player who's in like the top 10, I would say, who's not playing. I'm sad. Wow, JayWix is doing quite a bit of damage again.
Yeah, Polar does not seem to be really responding. His ACU's just sitting there.
That's a lot of anti-air too. Yeah, I don't think anything is going to happen to this naval force. He's going to try and go around, But honestly, maybe JayWix is gonna get anti-air on his mass extractors. At which
Oh,
point,
I think he might be trying for a snipe.
no, he doesn't know. There's no way that he would know that it's there, right? Because you need sonar. Oh, the engineer. No, and the engineer probably doesn't reach. Now he's building sonar. He's trying to see where that ACU is. Yeah, that might. No, there's just simply too much anti-air now. JayWix brings it back to be safe. A little too safe, I would say. I would still keep a couple to try and kill stuff. Even bring the ACU forward maybe a little bit with the destroyers, and I think you'll be fine.
Honestly, JayWix has air of his own, though. And Polarbear calls GG anyways.
Nice job, JayWix.
Yeah, very impressive.
You didn't beat... Who did we watch him play earlier? With Nuclear. You didn't beat Nuclear, but you beat Polarbear. At least in game one. At least in game one. So let's see if you do some crazy field engineer shenanigans on our next map. Because our next map is Desolatia. A little bit more standard. And that's going to be, I think, a difficult game for Polarbear. So, or sorry, for JayWix to come on top on Polarbear. So we will see. We'll be right back, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody, to Desolatia Game 2. In the top left, we have our yellow UEF commander with the name of JayWix, who's already plopping down 2 land factories. Who is his opponent, and what is he doing, Spiff?
Spawning over here on the right-hand side is the orange UEF commander. We have Polarbearz, who is doing something very similar, plopping down 2 very quick land factories. Another UEF mirror matchup here. This time the map pick is Polarbearz, so we'll see what he has in store for JayWix and what sort of a build he has prepared for this map.
Yeah, and I would give the slight advantage to Polarbearz here because of his color. He, of course, got that orange color, and we all know that orange is a very, very balanced color.
Yes, it's the most balanced color, and we know that JayWix agrees because he was putting that into chat before we started here. So yeah, orange is definitely the new black.
And I've heard on the Twitter spheres, well, we don't have a Twitter sphere, but I've heard it anyway, that Polarbear doesn't like going air factories on this map. So I don't know what he's doing here because his opening build does appear a little funky. Although no, he's still getting energy generators, but I don't know. His base looks a little bare, and no pun intended. Yeah, so Polarbear has his orange color, and he's on a snow map. So, you know, I forgot what I was saying earlier, but yeah, that's the 101 on this map. You gotta go orange, and you gotta be Polarbear. Or Alpha X. Alpha X works too. He's technically a black bear, so.
Yep. And then let's see. I remember there was a guy who went by Red Panda. Is he still around?
Red Panda.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard about him.
This was a while ago. But just trying to think if there are any other bear themed players in our community.
Man, JayWix again outproducing, I think, his opponent here. Not outproducing, but what do you call it? Out expanding.
So far, yeah. We see Polarbearz had to pause his factories there.
Yeah, very interesting indeed. Looks like JayWix is going to start sending his engineer up top. Try and do some flanking shenanigans that we saw Shade do to him.
Shenanigans was the exact word I was thinking of.
Alright, Polarbear is going to push out here. JayWix, you really need to start moving towards the center or else you're going to lose your mass to those.
And P-Shield's rolling up to the front as well for Polarbearz.
Yeah, it makes sense, but I think there's going to be an engagement sooner than that. And JayWix does have the advantage, and Tanks needs to micro carefully with his ACU. Let's see this engagement. Of course, Polarbear we know and that he can micro, so I think it's going to be based on JayWix how he micros here. Looks like he has range and Polar does not. What? No, there's no way, because P-shields require range. So why aren't Polar's tanks firing? I guess maybe the facing matters. I never noticed that, but apparently so. Polar's ACU is actually out of position.
Yeah, and he doesn't quite have enough P-shields yet to cover them when they go down and recharge.
I think he realizes that he's down on land, and that's why he was retreating there.
Yeah, he needed to gather up more P-shields.
JayWix, get that ACU forward. There you go. Very nice. I also like the control of demolishers and tanks separately. That's pretty nice. But now those shields are actually kicking in. We need MMLs, JayWix. That's what you need.
Yeah, and JayWix tanked a lot with his commander, starting to get down, almost down to red health.
And it didn't really buy him anything. Like, he's still about equal on units, and Polarbear's ACU is not really going down. He did manage to pick up most of the mobile. No, there's still the 2 that he had. Yeah, and now Polarbear, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Polarbear is not going to make mistakes on a more typical map like this. He's going to do everything correctly, and I think I'm honestly surprised that JayWix didn't go P-shield on this map. Now he's going to start losing. Well, for the moment, Polar is targeting the Demolisher, but he's going to start losing mass extractors here. Yeah, and JayWix retreats just as Polarbear's shields are like go down, so he's not getting a whole lot of damage in.
That is a lot of shields though, and not a whole lot of damage dealing units.
Yeah, yeah. There's only how many tanks are there?
It's like 4.
I think JayWix realizes that.
And yeah, that's why he's pushing out now. Pushing right into those shields.
Polarbear does have an upgrade on his unit stuff. Oh, JayWix went an upgrade on his ACU. I don't know when exactly he got that, but it might have been an overreaction to taking so much damage. Polarbear is going to try and capture that. Let's see if JayWix utilizes the Alpha X trick. No, he doesn't, because Polarbear pulls out.
The Alpha Hex trick? What, Control K-ing it?
Well, no, it's not the Alpha X trick. You can push the ACU with your ACU
out
of
that
the...
one.
Yeah. What, Polarbear is retreating? But yeah, he's doing a lot of damage. He doesn't really need to press this. And yeah, he oh! Look at that! JayWix captured the engineer over there. Or maybe... No, wait. Yeah, he did.
Nice.
No way! JayWix!
Is he gonna get it?
No, no. Polarbear saw it. Okay, cool. That is awesome. No, I would finish reclaiming the factory. Yeah. JayWix, just finish reclaiming the factory. Oh, man. So maybe that's why Polarbear pulled back. But I was going to say he didn't get... I don't think he had that third energy generator. Until
he's building more
recently.
at the front.
Yeah, I think that's why he's building so much at the front. And now a lot of MML... No, the MMLs just rejoin forces here, which is smart, I think, from Polarbear. JayWix is going to send an engineer to the bottom. Let's see if Polarbear notices. Double point defense here. Oh no, the shields go down right as Polarbear engages. Oh no, okay, JayWix, you gotta be careful with your ACU. It's very ballsy of you.
Yeah, still at about half health.
Yeah, those shields are just not going down on the army there. Is he gonna go for a base trade? Oh come on, JayWix. Well, actually, because there's not that many ground firing units, you know.
No, I think that was more just a threat. Like, hey, you better not move your army behind my base or else I'm going to go kill you.
JayWix is capturing the mass extractor and is going to get it. He's capturing another mass extractor. Wait, what? Where are these engineers coming from? Every time I look back, he's like multiplying engineers on the other side. Oh, very nice, JayWix. Polarbearz still hasn't noticed that. And all he has to do at this point, I think, is hold. And he's slowly going to start pulling ahead. Doesn't even matter that he lost those 2 mass extractors. It looks like he's not even bothering to reclaim them. Or sorry, rebuild them. Needs to control K this mass extractor? Maybe? Possibly? No? Oh my god. Spiff. Spiff.
Yeah.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's the silent sniper. We have some Silent Hill going on. Is Polarbear gonna realize that this is being captured though? I don't think he is.
I don't know.
He's not realizing it, Spiff. He is not realizing it, Spiff. Oh my god, but JayWix is losing a lot on his home front. Maybe he's microing too much here?
And he gets it.
My
He
god.
gets it. Oh, you know what?
Awesome.
I think that's a victory in and of itself.
Yeah.
Right there. It doesn't even matter who wins this game now. JayWix can go home saying that he stole Polarbear's factory and feel good.
He's building a point defense in Polarbear's base. What is happening? What is this Polarbear playing or like what? Oh my god, there's a shield on the factory. And the factory is actually blocking fire from the tanks because of its positioning. This is masterclass.
Another point defense goes down as well.
And now the shield is blocking it. Oh no, Polarbear. Polarbear basically is reduced to his chances is up here. This army needs to work. The one thing that is not going very well for JayWix right now is the fact that he's not having a lot of production right now.
Yeah, he lost a lot of factories.
Yeah, and this position is looking very, very dangerous, actually, I think. So we'll see what happens here, but see if there's going to be another engineer that comes out here.
I don't know. Polarbear's in an awkward spot here because he can't really push into this. He can push it back, but he can't really go for the kill.
Yeah, and Polarbear is going to lose his core mass extractors.
Yeah, that hurts.
Brilliant.
He does. He will eventually clean this up.
Yeah, he will, and there's no production. Polarbear is doing a nice job, though, sending his mobile missile launchers to try and take out as much as he can here. And so essentially this harassment has been stopped by Polarbear. So JayWix really needs to do something, though, now. Now is the time. Maybe another 1 or 2 minutes, he's going to hit critical impact point from this harassment that he did. But the time is going to start running out. He can't continue, especially because Polarbear is starting to set up flanks now in the north with another factory. Let's see if there's a control K on this mass extractor like there should be. JayWix can't play passively anymore. I think he's in a good spot to push out here in the next minute or so. What do you think, Spiff?
I mean, he's done a lot of damage, and he's in a spot where he can't hold what he's taken, and he needs to do that critical damage. I think he needs to either destroy this middle base or destroy the army.
Yeah, this is turning into a very scrappy game. Did he control K that, or did that one mobile missile launcher take it?
I don't know. I missed it.
Wow. How are those shields for? Well, I guess he doesn't have that many shields. Excuse me. Jesus. Are they just going to base trade?
I mean, I wouldn't call that a base trade, really. Because JayWix still has his whole bit. Although his commander's... Oh, okay, his commander's walking back, but it's to put down a gantry for a fat boy.
Why, JayWix? This is the same problem This is the same problem Shade had against you on this map. What? Engineer's gonna push away a mobile missile launcher over there. Yeah, I don't know about this. Against shields, like, I've had this discussion with Shade. Like, very, very recently. By the way, tournament update. My girl Rainbows has taken one off Hope. 1-1
Nice.
Rainbows and Hope. Very nicely done. Alright, Polarbearz shields are starting to go down, so maybe this fat boy, if it comes out here in the next 30 seconds or so, it can actually do some damage, but this is the problem, is you're going to start losing your core production because you just can't keep the production. Or, sorry, you can't keep up with the production of your opponent because you went fat boys. Even if he still had all of his UEF factories, he would still be falling behind because his opponent is building nothing but land factories. Yeah, so I don't understand on such a small map. I don't know why they're going JayWix trash talk in here.
I don't know, JayWix, it seems to me like there were a few points where he could have pushed the army back a little bit better. Shields are going down now, and maybe that fat boy can find an opening to do some damage, but yeah, that production going down hurts a lot. And if this fat boy doesn't do damage, JayWix is going to be in a really, really tough spot.
Exactly. Exactly. The risk reward is very minimal. Or very high, I guess, if I arrange it in that order. Yeah, I don't... Man. What a weird game, dude. What the hell, man?
Fat boy putting in a little bit of work as some units slip outside those shields.
Yeah, and I mean, JayWix doesn't have any tech or stars on his units either, so... Yeah, and it opens up again that cliff phase, which I feel like Polarbearz hasn't been harassing enough this game. Yeah,
he's sure going to harass it now.
There's a second fat boy almost completed, though. It's just the fat boy, I think, is not worth it. And now, yeah, Polarbearz is rebuilding his base, so he has to. He essentially put himself again into the situation where he has to do damage, or else he's just like gonna lose the long game. And why is this fat boy getting so close to this army? Oh, yeah, oh, nice.
I think some separate control groups would have been nice. You can put the army in front of the fat boy instead of all in one control group.
Yeah, absolutely. Losing his core mass again. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I don't know how to analyze this game right now. Beyond what I already said, I guess. He was so ahead. All you have to do at that point is just spam.
Well, and we've got speed tanks.
Yeah, that makes sense. That fat boy's gonna get picked off if you don't reroute your shields.
Polarbearz just slowly picking away, and he has consumed the entire map.
building right now in energy. Yeah, if he didn't lose that third Fat Boy, maybe, but now I think it's... yeah, it's game over now, I think. Which is a shame, because I don't know if maybe he didn't realize it, but he was ahead hard in this game. Yeah, why, JayWix? Just why?
Yeah, well, that's, Polarbear is such a solid player, and I've seen him turn around games that he probably should have lost.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think Polarbear just stuck with what he knew was strong here, and did absolutely the correct thing, despite JayWix getting like flanks and everything on him. So very, very nicely done by Polarbear. 1-1, of course, it's a tie. So thank you very much, guys. We're going to be back with round 5. We're probably going to cast the game for the top place. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. If you're still watching, give a thumbs up to this video. If you liked the video, leave a comment. If you loved the video, please subscribe. And if you are blown away by it, check out my Patreon page. This has been Nite. Take care and peace out.